The Centre for Contemporary Arts, a 90% increase, and Edinburgh Castle, a huge 451% increase in rateable value. Hampden Park will increase by 35%, Murrayfield will decrease by 29%. The Hilton Hotel Glasgow, 3% decrease, and the Balmoral Hotel Edinburgh, a 35% increase. The Horseshoe Bar, 32% increase, and the Bonviant Edinburgh, a 127% increase. And the RBS HQ Goulburn, 84% decrease, and an industrial unit at Pentland Industrial Estate, 50% increase. Let us now consider the question, what is normally asked: why has my rateable value increased substantially when this sector of the market is not performing well? The main reason is that the 5-year rating revaluation cycle is too long a gap to properly reflect the fluctuations of each sector within the commercial property market within Scotland. To compound this problem, the rating revaluation was postponed from April 2015 to April 2017, adding an extra 2 years onto the existing cycle. The valuation tone date is based off April 2015, and changes may have occurred in the marketplace in the intervening 2 years after the tone date for the valuation. You therefore have a situation as in Aberdeen and the North East, with dramatic falls in certain sectors caused by the fall in oil prices affecting the commercial property market. And for example, the take-up of office space with a huge surplus having a corresponding drop in rental levels, which haven't been taken account of in the proposed rateable values, due to be implemented in April this year, as the tone date for the valuation was the 1st of April 2015, before the market had time to react to the changes. Similarly, in the rest of Scotland, the previous tone date of April 2008 represented the peak of the commercial property market for many sectors, with a fall then occurring in 2009. Many sectors of the market have therefore been paying inflated rates bills caused by the boom period coinciding with the tone date for the previous revaluation of April 2008, and will now see an end to the overpayment by the readjustment in value at the present rating revaluation. The present established 5-year rating cycle is now outdated and does not reflect the rise and fall of the market. Many have called on the Barclay Review to advise the government that a 3-year rating cycle would modernise the system, would provide for a fairer, more accurate reflection where the rates burden should more accurately lie. In addition to the fluctuations in the market between revaluations, assessors sometimes take a fresh approach, changing their valuation methods for classes of subject. For this revaluation, the rating assessors have adopted a broad brush approach to licensed premises, applying 8.5% to all categories and types of premises, regardless of level of turnover. Usually in the past, when assessors have attempted to change their approach to the valuation of certain classes of subjects, the ratepayer ends up being worse off, as the rateable values for these classes of subjects have on average increased substantially without any comprehension as to whether the market has moved on or not. Rating case law influences levels of rateable value. For example, whether an entry in the valuation roll should be part of the unum quid or entered separately in the roll. Following on from the English Supreme Court decision in the Woolwee v Mazars case, the Scottish rating assessors have adopted their interpretations of the findings and have split office entries in the valuation roll for this rating revaluation into several separate entries. This then has the effect of increasing the rateable value of certain offices, as they now cannot benefit from a quantum allowance because they are in occupation of several floors in an office building that are not contiguous.